Okay, here we're gonna do question 12 in algebra, exam practice. If AB is a straight line, find x and the size of each angle. So we need to find the value of x and then the size of each angle, okay? Now, what do we see here? We see that this is a straight line, and we know that the straight line angles equal to what? All of them equal to 180. معناها, I'm going to use this information. I'm going to say that all of these here equal to 180. It means I'm going to add them or put them next to each other and add them and make them equal to 180. معناها هنديرها بالطريقة هذه. Let me first do this. This is the new toolbar, so I'm not used to it yet. Let's see if I can use other colors. Okay. The Zoom is updating on like weekly basis, something like that. But here, I'm going to add these angles together. So I'm going to say 5x minus 50 minus 15 هنكتبها زي بعضن, and then I add them plus 2x plus 80 minus x هذين كلهم مع بعضن equal to what? Equal to 180. So equal to 180 like this. Now I've got an equation. I'm going to use this equation to solve to solve and find the value of x. هنطلع منها قيمة x باش نشتغل بها. تمام. First, I know that this equation here has x's. So I'm going to use the like terms together. The like terms اللي عندي اللي هن شنو؟ اللي هن I'll use this. Wait. To show like terms, I'll use this color. Like terms اللي عندي شنو؟ عندي هنا 5x. تمام. And then here I have plus 2x. And here I have minus x. These are the like terms that I have. تمام. I'm gonna work them out together. أنا عندي 5x plus 2x يطلع 7x. 7x minus x to get 6x. So I end up with 6x. هذه أول وحدة. And then the other like terms are the constants, لأن numbers. تمام. I'm gonna add the numbers alone. So this one is minus 50. This one is 80. So minus 50 plus 80 هتطلع كم? It's going to be plus 30. So I'm going to do it here. So 6x plus 30. And then equal sign and then 180. So what did I do? I used the like terms and added them together. And these like terms, minus 50 plus 80 is going to be plus 30. And I added them together, okay? Now let's finish this. So 6x plus 30 equals 180. Now I'm going to take the plus 30 to the other side because plus 30 and 180 are constants. So I'm going to take them together. هناخد plus 30 here. Give me this, draw. This side هتغير هتقعد minus 30. It's going to be minus 30. And I'll remove it from the other side. Focus on removing numbers once you take them to the other side. مش ما تلخبطش حولها من هنا. تمام. Good. Now I end up with what? I end up with 6x equals 180 minus 30. 180 minus 30. So I'm going to write it again. So 6x equals 180 minus 30. 180 minus 30 is going to be what? It's going to be 150. 150. 6 is multiplied by the x. So I'm going to take it to the other side by dividing because it's multiplied. I'm going to take it here by dividing. So this one will be divided like this. 6 is going to be divided here. So I'm going to remove the 6 and I'm going to put it down here. So 150 divide 6. So at the end, x would equal 150 divide 6. I can use a calculator here. Always use calculators because maybe you did it in your head and you got a wrong answer and you don't know it's a wrong answer. So it will ruin everything. So 150 divide 6 is going to be 25. So x equals 25. This is the first step of this question. يبقى أول حاجة طلعنا قيمة x. تمام. Now, as the question said, find x and then find each angle. So the first part is finding x. The first part is done, which is finding x. Now x equals 25. Now I'm going to use x to find each angle of them. I'm going to use x here to find each angle. So I'm going to substitute. I'm going to substitute each one of them to the angles and then find each angle. تمام? It means I'm going to take the x, put it in this x by substitution, and it's going to be like this: 5 times 25 minus 50. So the first one would be 5 brackets, inside brackets is 25 لأن ال 25 هي قيمة الx, and then minus 50. So 5 times 25 is going to be 125 like this. So 5 times 25, and then 125 minus 50 is going to be 75. So the first angle here is 75. تمام? This is the first one. Now the second one is 2x. 2x means 2 times x, يعني 2 times 25. So 2 multiplied by 25. يعني 2 مضروبة في ال 25 هتقعد 50. So the second angle here is 50. The last one is 80 minus x. So basically 80 minus 25, because we know that x is 25, and 80 minus 25. When you do 80 minus 25, it's going to be 55. It's going to be equal to 55. And the last angle, this one is 55, and this is how you answer question 12. يبقى the first step, I made an equation. هذه زائد هذه زائد هذه يساوي 180. تمام؟ And then I solve it by adding like terms together. After adding like terms together, I found the value of x, which is 25. And then I found the angles by taking the 25 and substituting in each x part in each angle, okay? This is the idea of this question. Now, let's move on to the next question. هذا بالنسبة question 12, تمام? Now, let's move on to the next question. Sorry. Okay, what's that? Delete, clear, all wrong. Good. Now, let's do 13. Okay, 13. Now, question 13. Here, the diagram shows an isosceles triangle. Find the value of x and the perimeter of the triangle. Find the value of x and the perimeter of the triangle. So, first, we need to find the value of x. And this is an isosceles triangle. معناها we're going to use the rule of what? Of isosceles triangles. Isosceles triangles are what? In isosceles triangles, there are two equal sides. ولما أنا بحث أنا, it's obvious which sides are equal. The ones that have lines like these. These lines mean what? They mean that these two sides are equal. If these two sides are equal, it means these two expressions are equal. If the sides are equal, it means that the expressions are equal. معناها عشان هندير, I'm going to take the two expressions and put an equal sign between them like this. And I've turned them into what? Into an equation. معناها أنا حولتن إلى equation. علاش حولتن equation? أسيبها ندير solving and finding the value of x. So I'm going to do the solving part here. Right here. Let's move it a little bit down. Yes. So I'm going to use these expressions and I'm going to put an equal sign between them, and I'm going to solve these equations. Now, 4x minus 3 equals 9 minus 2x. Focus with me and follow the steps. If you have any problems, tell me. Now, if you have an equation like this, it means to solve an equation like this, you have to take all the x parts to one side and all the constants to the other side. يعني شيل أي حاجة فيها x للجهة والأرقام للجهة الأخرى. مش تشيل كلهم لنفس الجهة. You have to focus on this, okay? Now, it means I'm going to take the like terms to one side and the other like terms to the other side. The first like term I have is the 4x and the minus 2x. في idea when you have equations like this. دي مشيل صغير للكبير. طبعا أبدأ بالx's or variables, ودي مشيل صغير للكبير. يعني ما تشيلش الكبير للصغير, it will confuse you. Having negative numbers, it will confuse you. لكن دي مشيل الصغير للكبير. بهمله الأصغر, ال 4 والله negative 2. Negative 2 أصغر. معناه I'm going to take the negative 2 to this side. So I'm going to take the negative 2 the other side. تمام? And when I take the negative 2 to this side, it's going to be what? It's going to be very good. Positive 2x. Positive 2x. أنا حجي هنا to get positive 2x. x. هذه أول حاجة درناها. خدينا negative 2 to this side, and because I took it from this side, I'm gonna put a line on it so I don't get confused with it. Now, after taking the negative 2 of the x part to this side, معناها حندير العكس، حناخذ حاجة من السايد نفسها ونشيلها للجهة الأخرى. يعني مثلا عندي هذه شلتها هنا، معناها ضروري ناخذ حاجة من هنا ونشيلها هنا. So I'm gonna take the negative 3 the other side. It's gonna go to the other side. So because it's negative 3 معناها حجي هنا تقعد شنو؟ تقعد positive 3. Positive 3. And remember to change the signs. Positive 3 like this. Now I took the like terms each like term side. يعني خليت like terms واحدة بعضن. تو بعد خليتها نحول negative 3 هذه. Now after doing this I'm gonna add the like terms together. 4x plus 2x حتقعد كم؟ حتقعد 6x. 6x. Okay. And then 9 plus 3 حتقعد كم؟ حتقعد 12. 9 plus 3 حتقعد 12. يبقى I added this to get this. I added 9 plus 3 حتقعد 12. Now 6x equals 12. I'm gonna do what? I need x alone. ضروري x تقعد وحدها. It means I have to take the 6 because it's multiplied. معناها I'm gonna take it to this side by what? By dividing. By dividing. Good. معناها I'm gonna divide it like this. 12 divide 6. تمام. And because I took it to the side, I'm gonna put a line on it. مش بنلخبطش. I'm gonna put a line on it like this. تمام. Good. Now after doing this, x equals 12 over 6. معناها x equals what? Very good. X equals 2. This is the first part. Finding what? Finding the value of x. تمام. Finding the value of x. So after finding the value of x, I'm gonna make a square. لأن هذا the first part of the question. Now I'm gonna use it to what? To find the value of each side. To find the value of each side. So I'm gonna use it. This one. Substitute here to find the value of each side. تعال نبدأ بالسايد الأول. طبعا لو لقيت هذا هو نفس هذا. So I don't have to do both of them. I'll do one of them. 4x minus 3 حتقعد 4 مضروبة في الx اللي هي كم قلنا الx نحن؟ اللي هي 2. تمام؟ And then minus 3. Minus 3. تمام؟ So 4 times 2 is going to be 8. 8 minus 3 equals 5. This is the first side, so it's 5. And because this is 5 حتى هذا حيقعد 5. Because it's an isosceles triangle and it has the same sides. Same two sides. تمام؟ تتأكد ان هذا 5 ها 9 minus 2x يعني 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 9 minus 4 is 5. Same idea. تمام؟ And then the last one 3x هذه تقدر تديرها هنا 9 minus 2 مضروبة في 2. I'll do it for you. No problem. And then it will equal 5. Same idea. And then the last one which is 3x يعني 3 مضروبة في x والx قلنا انه هو 2. So 3 times 2 equals 6. And this is the last side which is 6. Now the question wants what? ضروري ركزوا الquestion شنو يبي؟ مش مجرد نحله خلاص. ضروري نعرف إن we need the perimeter of the triangle. Perimeter means what? Perimeter means add all the sides. Add all the sides. So I'm gonna add all the sides together. 5 plus 5 plus 6 equals what? Very good. Equals 16. 5 plus 5 plus 6 equals 16. And this is the final answer or the perimeter of this triangle. And this is how you answer a question like this. Now, let's move on to the next question.